Previously on the vlog, I played Tejo, a popular Colombian game that involves beer, throwing steel tiles, and explosions.
Holy crap, look at that.
But it's time to leave the capital city of Bogota. And today, I headed back to the airport.
I think Bogota has probably the best name for an airport, El Dorado. It's probably made of gold. Medellin, here we come.
Alright, just made it to Medellin. The shuttle dropped me off at an area called Nutibara. It's around 9 o'clock right now. Just don't feel really safe. So I just busted my ass off basically from... I got dropped off all the way to the metro station because you never know. There's a lot of just random people hanging out. I probably completely paranoid, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So here I am in Medellin. Such a struggle to find coffee this morning. Juan Valdez in San Diego Mall. It's really a good coffee. The best way to start an exploration in a new city is by joining a walking tour. Today, I hooked up with the real city tours of Medellin.
The population of Medellin started growing. We saw
a free walking tour through the city center, while learning about the city's culture.
But since we're in Medellin, we're gonna do...
This is our guide Julio.
I'm trying to convince you now that Medellin is the best.
And for the next 3.5 hours, he's taking us on the tour of Medellin.
Well, we're now at a completely different location.
Obviously, you recognize all these figures around me. This is the Botero Plaza.
Fat naked sculptures.
Botero is from Medellin, and Botero donated 23 of his sculptures to vitalize this area. Now it becomes one of the most touristy spots here in the city.
Only a couple of days. So,
according to our tour guide, these are not fat figures, but they are just disproportional, which I agree with him.
Two reasons.
Julio is telling us many fascinating stories and facts about Medellin, as well as introducing us to some tasty treats from the streets.
This is the Venezuelan Chica, one of the new products that we have in the city, but it's made of rice. It's like dessert, basically. It's not a drink, it's dessert.
So I gotta try something called a sweet chicha. This is more like a Venezuelan dessert. There's a lot of Venezuelans actually moved here to Colombia. Therefore, they brought along a dessert with them.
It tastes like, you know, sweet condensed milk.
Yeah.
So it tastes similar to that with some cinnamon on top and a little bit of spice and rice.
Got chunks of ice in it.
The Supreme Court of Justice. There's a huge explosion. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We are done with the tour in Central Medellin, but the city is really well known for this neighborhood called Comuna 13. And that's where I'm hiding out next. Well, to get there, we gotta do some other way of transporting people here in Colombia, which is the bus.
Mind your head.
Yep. Gracias.
Hola amigo, ¿cómo estás?
¿Qué más? ¿Cómo vas pues? ¿Bien o no?
Bien, ¿y tú?
After a pretty hectic ride, we finally made it here to Commune 13, and we are surrounded by what Commune 13 is famous for. Hills with a lot of houses. Now we're gonna be up, down, inside and outside exploring this place. Taking a tour in the central Medellin is one thing. Exploring the Colombian slum is absolutely another level. Unfortunately, it started to rain, so umbrellas out, and we are ready to explore.
This area has gone through turbulent times throughout the decades.
One figure that was particularly concerning is on the other side.
So naturally, it piques my interest. It is considered to be one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the world throughout the 80s and 90s.
Would anyone want to come here? Why is it so important?
I join up with Julio again to explore Comuna 13, the neighborhood where he grew up and close to his heart.
And then there were snipers in some of the rooftops in this area. And
Julio tells us some unsettling stories growing up here in the early 2000s.
But las independencias, well, we have independencia number
as well
one.
as taking us to some areas that only locals know.
From this corner up, it's independencia number 2.
What is a Julio tour without tasting some tasty treats?
Cremas are like homemade ice cream popsicles. The way to have this is very simple. Squeeze the bottom a little bit, then it goes out. It melts very quickly. So you don't want to get your hand all sweet. There you go. It's like this.
Just gotta remove the mask first, I suppose. So this is raspberry, and they also have a milk version of crema. Yeah, it's really good. It's refreshing. Ooh, brain freeze.
Gracias.
It is a colorful place. There's absolutely a benefit of going here with locals. He or she can take you around to some places that otherwise you wouldn't go.
My heart stopped. I looked at the guy and I was wondering, no knowledge of anything. They built their own houses. Eventually they developed what you would call... And I saw a guy wearing camouflage, and then he crouched down and aimed directly at me. I mean, that's how people build art stuff. Essentially, people are using up as much space.
Expect to climb a lot of stairs, and it's absolutely not a wheelchair accessible place.
Hey, Pa. Oh, you're pretty. Oh, you're pretty, Pa.
¿Qué te tienen amarrado?
La puse en esos días que íbamos a salir.
Buenas.
Buenas tardes.
The army, intelligence agencies, everyone going. Well, on the 16th of October 2002, I remember I woke up in the morning, very early, like at 4.
There's a lot of nice graffiti here, and I'm sweating after climbing all those stairs. Imagine that. Regardless of history of this place, this is absolutely beautiful from up here, especially when the sun is out. It's so dramatic.
Right next to the football pitch, and he said, okay, fine. Where is the place that is in the south?
This is Mirador Fonda, and this is probably one of the best spots to see Comuna 13. Look at this. You can see the whole valley from up here. It's definitely a happening place here in Comuna 13. That's downtown Medellin right there.
Michelada. Esta es michelada de limón. Muy típica la michelada en Colombia.
Ah, sí.
You wanna go for the juice? In one of these glasses, they put lemon, like lemon juice in the bottom, and then they put salt around the cup. They pour the beer, and then you just drink beer with lemon and salt.
Ya le traigo el juguito a la...
Gracias.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
Wow, that's interesting. Salty, but refreshing beer.
Nowadays, Comuna 13 has changed for the better. And this is my favorite attraction in the whole neighborhood. The Escaleras Electricas, or the escalator of Comuna 13, helped with the transformation of this area, which now focuses on tourism and art. Lots of art galleries with wonderful art pieces around. I really enjoyed my guided tour in Comuna 13. And now, time for dinner.
Perfect dinner. Under the bridge here, I'm gonna have chorizo. Oh, it smells really good. All right, first bite. Really, really good. Very smoky, and it's really well seasoned. It's good dinner for sure. Even better, that actually costs 10,000 pesos. It is very affordable. Absolutely recommended.
My journey exploring Colombia continues, so stick around by subscribing to our channel. Thanks for watching.